Hello, my crafty friends. We're using the Dragon Garden and Punch. It's a bundle. We have 6x6 DSP, which is called Dandy Garden. I'm using cinnamon cider cardstock and cinnamon cider Stampin' Pad, ink pad, yes. Using a standard 5.5 by 4.25 size card, I am going to make a cute little friend card. Now, what I'm doing right now is I'm going to take the punch, the Dandy Garden punch. I don't remember, or the Dragonfly punch. I'm not sure what we're calling this thing. But it does fit on these little dragonflies, these little cutie pies. So I'm going to take and punch out as many as I can, and then I'm going to try to punch out some of the littler ones, not the tiny ones, because there's tiny and then there's little. See, there's the little ones, and then there's ones that are even smaller than that, like, I don't know, like they're in the distance or something. I'm not sure. And what I have to do is I have to cut around. I do as many as I can here. It looks like it'll get that green one, but it doesn't. It's off kilter. I think there's a way of doing it. I don't figure that out until I get to the end. So I'm just going to cut out or punch out all these dragonflies and put them in a little safe place so that I can access them. It's really cute paper, really nice paper. And it goes really well. You could make this. It's a friendship card, but you can make a birthday card, a thank you card. Oh, sorry, I hit that thing. So here's what you can do. You can cut away the ones that you could legitimately punch out and put them in separately. You may have to finagle it a little bit, but it works. And then I'm just going to see, now I have to work this out, and I think I decide here to, nope, I didn't. There is one that I decide to cut away the littler dragonfly so I can punch it out later. Because the really, really little ones are too tiny. So this must be the one that I did. We shall see. Yes. So see, I cut him away, and then it takes a little bit of negotiating. You can always attach a longer piece of cardstock and manipulate it that way. And then just put in the other little guy, negotiate him, and there we go. And I have all these little excess that I can use. And I just do it that way because, it's already done. And sometimes just having enough out just to play with is, I don't know, it gives me motivation. It's really hard and you got new paper to work with it, I think. But anyway, so here's the thing while this is going along. It's pretty, right now, it's winter time in Arizona, and it's pretty chilly right now. So I'm sitting here I'm crocheting stuff. I do knit, but I'm not knitting now. I prefer to crochet. Look at this paper. I just love this paper. It is really, really very cool. Just lots of stuff. It has bees. That one was the one that caught me off guard. I was like, oh my goodness. So trying to find one I want to put on as it's a 2-inch by 5.25, sort of like a band. I don't know what to call it. That's a place where I'm going to put my sentiment and my dragonfly. So anyway, so it's really pretty chill. And when you live with it being really, really warm, you have a tendency to be, well, at least I am. I'm really sensitive to the cold. See, I'm just deciding what I'm going to do. Oh yeah, I forgot. I have to. I'm taking the dandelions and I'm gonna stamp it. I really like this stamp. It's a nice stamp set. It has sentiments and it has large stamps, flowers, and smaller ones. And I love working with that because you can make DSP, your own DSP with that. So that's not what I'm doing now, but look at that. It's a wildflower thing. I think that's going to make a lot of pretty spring cards. So anyway, I'm just really, really cold, and the wind was blowing like one of those haunted house blowing. Just, and so the chihuahuas are all kind of snuggled up underneath all the blankets that we have in the living room right now. And it's not normally like that around here. Usually we're all trying to be sitting in the air conditioning. There is no happy medium. I'm just figuring out whether or not how wide I want it. And that's when I decided 2 inches. And 5 1/4. Yeah. And so I wanted it to be end to end, but it turned out I didn't do it. I forgot it should have been 5 1/2. But I didn't do that. And I also tried to color in the flowers and really need thin. I tried to do it with our markers, and no, it wasn't working for me. I needed to restamp this because it didn't come out the way I wanted it. It was, well, when I was a kid, I used to color a lot, and even now I still like coloring. But I used to get so frustrated with myself because I would end up going out of the lines. Always. Always, always. I have no idea why. And there are times that still happens. So when I was trying to color it in with our markers, I ended up going outside the line and it frustrated me. So I said, nope, we're not doing that. And I figured we could just have it be the background. So this is what I do. I play around with it. I already know how I want the thing to look. And so I just play around to see what I like. This doesn't bother me. I like it. But I wanted it a little more simple. And you see, I think it turned out a little better because that seemed too busy for me. And actually, I can do some pretty busy stuff. Running out of glue, so I'm using my tear and tape. I think I forgot to order it. We shall see. I'm quite sure I forgot it because yeah, I know I forgot it. So we're going to be going through my tape. Oh, and this year, what are we doing this year? This year, I'm going to start to do card classes. Now, I did attempt to do one last month, and I'm going to do another one this month, and I will have the updates for that on the blog, and I will try to announce it on the YouTube channel as well, in case anyone's interested. We shall see. Now these colors look really good. And then my purple. I like purple and blue. That tends to... do you have any favorite colors you always go to? I know there's a person I watch who does Bag O' Day crochet. I watch her videos, and she likes the oranges and reds and the browns. And I'm more of the dark blues and the purples. And sometimes the greens. I like royal colors. They call them royal colors. They're dark blue, dark purple, dark green. So I don't know, what's your favorite colors to work with? Now this is the postage stamp, and I'm just trying to get it to be straight. Here it is. And sometimes, you know, I cut them down, but then I decided, no, I'm not going to do that this time. I'm going to put the dragonfly on top of that. Yeah. And like he came out from behind, from the paper, and came out and landed on that. So, I don't know. Anyway, I guess everybody's going to be starting their diets and all sorts of interesting things. And I grabbed the mini dots. I shouldn't have. I should have grabbed the regular ones, but I just went with what I had. Here we go. So I know that I say this every time, but I hope that if you've made it this far that you will have enjoyed this to some extent. And, you know, we can always use a subscribe. And if there was something about this that you liked, you know, hitting the thumbs up would be nice. If there's something you didn't like, and just add your comments below and let me know. And we'll see if we can't fix it. There we go. So this, I forgot to put the postage stamp punch on the list. That's optional because it is just cutting out the sentiment. And all of this is, obviously, you can adapt it with what stamp sets you have and punches that you have. And if you don't have a punch, then you just cut it out by hand. That's the way it works. So I'm going to build up a little supply of cards and put them together, and hopefully things will go well. If you decide that there's some things that you would like to buy, I hope you will consider me as your demonstrator. You can order things through creativemix.stampinup.net, and I will have the hostess code in the description below. And I look forward to seeing some more stuff. Oh, yeah, we did Winkestyle. I use Winkestyle all the time on everything, especially with stuff like this where it's in just a monochrome type stamp, so it just makes things pop a little bit. You can't see it on the video, but you can in real life, and then on the wings, because dragonflies are like fairies. So we're going to do another video. I hope you will stay tuned for that one, and I'll talk to you more there. Ciao, everybody.